1,293 days of new hauling, Finger sitting at 26, which is fear, and Bitcoin is currently trading at the 56.2k. On the forum time frame, we're trading below the 200 EMA and pretty much all of the EMAs. We broke the 58k support there and trading far below it. We're currently having no much of a support there except at the bottom of the falling channel, meaning we're kind of in a free fall there. Same goes to the daily time frame, below the 200 EMA, below the middle of the falling channel, below the 58k. So yeah, no much support there, free fall. Pretty rough for small time frames. On a weekly time frame, also looking pretty rough. We're trading below the previous three. We made a new low below the three previous candles on a weekly time frame, meaning that's pretty bearish signal, bearish sign, bearish sentiment there. A weekly MACD is not looking great there. Still in the red zone, no signaling of a flippening, so that's also pretty bad for us. On the monthly time frame, nothing special is happening on the monthly time frame. Again, build time frame, nothing significant. We got plenty of time to have a recovery there. We're not making new lows, which is also pretty good. But monthly MACD is still looking bearish, still giving us some bearish signal, which is pretty concerning there. For the Ethereum, it's correlating with the Bitcoin, pretty much having the same movement. If you're gonna look at the Ethereum BTC pair, it's still trading at the bottom of the falling wedge, meaning the BTC dominance is still pretty solid. It's currently sitting at 57.4% compared to the Ethereum, which is sitting at 14.7%, meaning it's trading below the 2-year low, while BTC dominance is trying to make new 3-year high. And because of the altcoin dominance are dropping, BTC dominance pretty flat, trying to have a breakout, no success there, pretty flat at a 3-year high, meaning some of the dominance coming towards the stable coins like USDT, USDC. So that's pretty much all for the crypto. Let's move on to the S&P. S&P recently had a pretty rough day, some really bad sell-off there, made a new low compared to the previous week. 2 weeks actually, so made a new low and had a close actually below it, so that's really bad for the S&P. And as you can imagine, Bitcoin is also having some correlation there, so we had a current dump also because of the S&P there. Gold, nothing significant happening in the gold, pretty slow move there, still trading close to the all-time high. Not that much, but still in their range. Currently sitting at $2,014.94. So yeah, it's gold. That's pretty much all tea for today. Let's move to the news. Obviously, some news we're gonna discuss that we were previously been talking about. Specifically Warren Buffett. So a week ago, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was a week ago, there was a news that Warren Buffett was selling like a $1 billion worth of shares, and also he was selling other stocks, including even Apple. So it was a week ago, meaning Warren Buffett knew something. Obviously, a lot of people was calling, okay, he's selling because there's upcoming recession, but because of the fast V-shaped recovery, people was pretty bullish, pretty good, in a good spirit there for a new all-time high, I guess. But Warren Buffett apparently knew something, so he went a lot of his percentage of his portfolio went in cash, and you can see there's some movement is starting to happen, and maybe he actually was right, and there's some possibility of recession. So he's definitely gonna be in profits there if if it's gonna be even bigger dump, a bigger sell-off in the next couple of days. We'll see. We'll see how that would go. But you should understand that it also will affect the Bitcoin, even though we're more protected there because, you know, upcoming election, bull cycle, we got plenty of bullish events that is upcoming for a Bitcoin. But for S&P, it's just constant talks about the recession, upcoming recession. You know, apparently a week ago, when Buffett, when a lot of percentage of his portfolio into cash, knew something. Also in the news, FBI says North Korea is trying to hack US Bitcoin ETFs to steal funds, which is pretty interesting news. Okay. Also, both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris campaigns have been in touch with Coinbase and the crypto industry as they develop their crypto policies. So that's really good to hear from the Kamala Harris, because, you know, recently we had literally no words about crypto, no stance from Kamala Harris on crypto, and some solid at least stance as we've seen in Donald Trump. But now we're hearing some positive news there on both sides, meaning bipartisan, which is what we love to see there, you know, for the Bitcoin to have at least some positive news right now, because we're definitely following the stock market crash, hoping not for a recession. Also, analysts anticipate Bitcoin failing to $40,000 level as Fed rate cuts loom. Another bearish sentiment for Bitcoin. You know, you can imagine as and the lower we goes, the more bears will come with the articles and the news about Bitcoin falling and, you know, making new lows, yearly lows at least. So yeah, also on the news, and pretty much the same as we've been talking before, is the September. That's the worst month in Bitcoin history usually when it comes to the returns. You can see that each time we're having like red day, and when we're having like a green day, it's really small, like 4%, 3%, 2%, and 6 was the maximum. 6% was the maximum return on September, and everything else was really low or completely negative, like minus 19 in 2014, minus 19% was on September. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna be the current return for the September on the current month for the Bitcoin. But right now, as you can imagine, monthly candle is really looking red, and it's no signs for the recovery, especially when it comes to the monthly MACD. But again, we're waiting. We got 6 days left till the debate between the Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. We'll see what's gonna be outcome of that, if crypto or specifically Bitcoin will be mentioned there, and obviously waiting for the election. That's the biggest thing that everybody's waiting for. Not just the crypto, not just the Bitcoin, also the stock market, gold market, all of the financial markets are waiting for the outcome for US election, and what's gonna be outcome for a whole financial sector. So that's pretty much all news today for the day. Obviously hoping for recovery, for a Bitcoin to go back to the middle of a falling channel. You know, we're pretty far away from there, at least to the 60k. So yeah, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon.